Welcome to the Ahn ShinAe Show, where your mental fitness is our business. We are here to guide you through the difficult times in your life and to expose those who cause you difficulties. We do not manipulate context, we expose it. Enjoy our podcast. Share this podcast with your friends and families. Encourage others to be an active audience of our podcast and donate to our podcast via our Anchor podcast link. Buy our books on Amazon.com by typing ShinAe into the Amazon.com search box. Thank you. And now for something completely different.
The thoughts, ideas and suggestions of Gage Kirby, the GC2 cult, the conservative right-wing media, and any form of media not promoted and or created by the Democratic Republic of Ahn ShinAe, PenaVega Entertainment Group, or any member organization of the Ahn ShinAe Corporation, does not in any way, shape, or form, legally, realistically, or accurately represents the beliefs of the Ahn ShinAe Show, has no personal connection with any member of the Ahn ShinAe Show, and is in no way, shape or form an accurate or realistic representation of any member of the Ahn ShinAe Show. The Ahn ShinAe Show is sponsored by Anchor, the Democratic Republic of Ahn ShinAe, PenaVega Entertainment Group, the Ahn ShinAe Corporation, and by listeners like you. Thank you. The Ahn ShinAe Show and PenaVega Entertainment Group, along with the Democratic Republic of Ahn ShinAe, wishes you a wonderful, peaceful and beautiful Pride Month. You are valid and nothing will ever change that.
This is the reason why I'm not doing Damien Skyfire videos anymore. The dude assassinated my character. His friends assassinated my character. Damien and his friends have called me every horrible name in the book. Yes, I did call him names first. but I did try to walk away. He kept dragging me back into it. The dude has looked at my profile pictures. The only reason why I graduated at 21 is because I was in special ed. There was one part that I did a video where I used Burn the Bible 666 as an example of why I'm not the first one to be attacked. I did misrepresented, and I did apologize to Monotypical. Damien has made three videos about me. Yes, I made a video where Damien is a pussy because he refused to go on Hunter Avalon's Discord and debate him. There was this one video where I was in a cape and a mask. I wasn't.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta do with all this fucking bullshit. Okay, can everyone actually fucking hear me now? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sometimes I genuinely hate this fucking program. Okay, good. For fuck. Honestly, fuck me.
The reason why I'm not doing Damien Skyfire videos anymore.
The reason you're not gonna do them anymore is because every time you do them, you get like a shitload of heat.
The dude assassinated my character. His friends assassinated my character.
Okay. Tell me how it is your character is assassinated when people are only telling you exactly what the fuck it is that you've said or done. I mean, I want to know. How can you define what the assassination of character is if you yourself are openly saying and doing things that gives people plenty of reason to scrutinize, point at you, and laugh at you? I mean, that's the thing. You keep saying, well, I didn't understand this, I didn't do this, I don't get this. Like, to me, it just sounds like you knew exactly what the fuck you were doing, but you just didn't care to address it in a way that would actually seem like you give a shit. Excuse me. Make some quick adjustments. Because it seems like a time you get involved in a shitstorm, it's normally just you trying to make a series of excuses for every shitty thing you say and do.
Damien and his friends have called me every horrible name in the book.
Only after you proceeded to try to antagonize people and scream at them and start demanding that they do things for you or satisfy the ego of someone who's been slipping out of relevance since late 2021. I mean, it seems like every time you get caught doing something you're not supposed to, your first thought is likely like, yeah, I'm done. It's like, yes, it's all like, I'm fucking myself up here, I'm fucking myself over here, but no problem.
Yes, I did call him names first.
Well, that kind of erodes your whole argument when you say that you didn't mean to do anything. Because the moment you say something to someone else first, you're giving them justification to swing back.
But I did try to walk away. He kept dragging me back into it.
Because I'm sure the Kiwi just knocked down your front door, brought an 8-ball and a sock into your house, and then just beat you within an inch of your life and said, make more shitty retarded videos for me to have to deal with. And then walk out of your fucking house. I highly doubt that. I mean, you were not held at gunpoint and made to do these things. These are things you did yourself when people just simply rolled their eyes and called you an idiot. Okay, okay. Thing is though, like, when you do what you do and antagonize people, you kind of lose any right to call yourself a victim because you're actively starting it.
The dude has looked at my profile pictures.
You mean the pictures that you put in the public for everyone to fucking see?
The only reason why I graduated at 21 is because I was in special ed.
There are plenty of people who are in special education who graduate with the graduating class. It just depends on their ability to process and retain information, as well as their work ethic in terms of how hard they're going to study so that they can get through with the graduating class. There are plenty of people I know that were in special education who graduated right alongside the graduating class, and they did it through working hard and showing that they cared enough about their education to work through. Yeah, exactly. Like, let me just put Prof up on the screen. Exactly, like, Prof was in special education and he graduated along with his graduating class. The kids in actual special ed did as well. Exactly. Exactly. The difference between graduating on time and graduating at 21, it's all a matter of your work ethic. If you work hard and study hard, you will make it. But it also depends if you have good teachers that are willing to actually put the time in to make sure that you fucking learn. Now, I'm willing to say that some of it could have quite have possibly have just been Mitchell might have just had like really shitty teachers who didn't give a shit about him learning. It's not his fault that your face came up with Damien was browsing through pictures of potatoes. That's what I feel. Exactly, like Anthony Hunter even said in chat that he was in special ed, he graduated with his graduating class. Like, it mainly just, there are 3 factors that determine whether or not you graduate with your graduating class. How hard you study, the teachers that you have, and whether or not you retain information well. These 3 things are the 3 deciding factors. They're the 3 keys to opening the gateway to graduation. I'm ready to take a nap, Guardian. I'm ready to take a nap.
There was one part that I did a video where I used Burn the Bible 666 as an example of why I'm not the first one to be attacked. I did misrepresent it, and I did apologize to Mark Typical.
Well, that's the thing. You apologize to the person that you were using as a, I guess you can say, like a material witness, but you didn't apologize to the person you were trying to nail to the wall over it. That's the thing that people really didn't like, is that instead of apologizing to both of them equally for trying to use one of them to attack the other by distorting the situation, you just only apologized to one of the people you were using, but not to both of them for being shitty. And that's what kind of that's what makes like a little bit more of an outrage. I'm definitely going to look into this fool. It's definitely worth a look, Ryuki. This guy openly sides with pedos and white supremacists and crazy-ass dusty buns.
Damien has made three videos about me. Yes, I made a video where Damien is a pussy because he refused to go on Hunter Avalon's Discord and debate him.
Well, Damien isn't obligated to donate his time to someone that just would have punched down the whole time. Like, the reason people don't debate Hunter Avalon, it's not because they're afraid they'll lose. People are afraid to take the loss if it means that they'll still say what they need to say. But the problem with Hunter is the fact that recently he's just been going on a spree of, like, punching down. Like, he went after Damien, he went after fucking Zach. I'm surprised he hasn't gone after everyone that's even remotely criticized his views. I mean, let me just ask Hunter this question. He might never see this, and that's fine. If he does, that's even better, but he's a father himself. And I really want to ask him a serious question. Like, if someone, for example, said that they had an attraction to children, would he want them around his children regardless of whether or not they had reassured him that they weren't going to offend? I would think the fuck not. It's one thing for someone to simply say that they want help, but trying to destigmatize it is more or less like trying to ignore the fact that it is a very severe thing that does mean that these people could be quite dangerous to others. Destigmatizing it is not the same as trying to destigmatizing depression or seeking help for domestic abuse. Let me guess, another snowflake? Kind of like that. It's kind of a snowflake. But the fact is, instead of trying to argue that these people should be given therapy and counseling so that they don't offend on someone, he's trying to argue that they should destigmatize what that illness means. And it means what they could do to other people because they have that illness. No. That's like trying to say that you should destigmatize schizophrenia, or psychosis, or paranoid delusional psychosis. You should not destigmatize these things, because these illnesses could mean someone could quite possibly be a threat to someone else. That's the point people are trying to make. It's not a matter of simply saying, well, he's this way, just throw him in prison automatically. No, it's like, well, here's the thing, we should be offering help, yes, in terms of therapy, medication. Like, I personally believe that people who admit to being pedophiles should be chemically castrated, that way they can't feel aroused. Because if they can't feel aroused, it's going to be kind of hard for them to hurt anybody if their only real way to do that is essentially removed. It'll limit their libido to the point to where they don't feel anything at all towards these kids. Like, that would probably be a much more effective way than destigmatizing what's, like, deeply wrong with some really disturbed people. I mean, especially when people who've been convicted of child molestation openly admit that they think that these children are objects and not people. These are legitimate people that were convicted, 100% proven guilty of these things. And they openly admit that they feel these people are not people. And that should immediately be cause to say, yeah, we gotta separate these fucking people from the public. Because they will fucking hurt someone if they are given the chance. That's not speaking as paranoia. That's not speaking as a level of discrimination or bigotry. That is legitimate, justifiable concern for what these people could mean. And that is what Hunter seemed to fucking miss. He gets through from the food bank. He's pathetic. I feel bad if his family's fallen on some like really bad economic times, because I know that during the pandemic, a lot of people were being laid off or lost their jobs due to like the restrictions that were being caused. And here's the thing, I do think it's more sad than anything that he has to get food from a food bank. I do think it's sad, but that does not mean that his shitty behavior deserves to be overlooked or just completely ignored. He deserves to be criticized more for his behavior and his actions, more for the food bank thing. Just like his appearance. I'll make jokes about his appearance, but my biggest concern above all else is his actions and his behavior. Those other things completely fall by the wayside, as fun as they are to poke fun at.
There was this one video where I was in a cape and a mask. I wasn't trying to be threatening. I was trying to get under his skin, because the last video he made about me said I was a fever dream and I wasn't scaring anybody. Damien claims that I'm hiding behind a neurological or alleged neurological problem. You do realize that autism is a wide spectrum. Each person is different.
You do realize, Mitch, that almost everyone that's been ridiculing you is on the autism spectrum themselves. I am, Cass is, Damien is, Steve is, Zach is, Anthony is, Prof might be, but I don't know. I've never asked. But the thing is, though, a lot of these people that have criticized you are on spectrum. But the difference is, we grew up. We became self-aware of what we need to improve on, and have improved on it a lot in our lives. Speaking for myself, I actually took a lot more seriously, like, my career aspects. Like, I decided to fix what I was doing and actually find a job that I genuinely enjoyed. Because I realized that as fun as it was, I didn't want to veg out in front of the TV and play COD for hours, because it just legitimately started to get, well, I felt like I wasn't going anywhere, so I just said, fuck it. And I'm gonna get myself a job that I like, and I have one that I like. It makes me genuinely happy to be there, even though some days are really fucking crazy. What's up, Cass? Nice to see you. He does look like a friendly member of Christian. He does. He looks like he is a member of CWC. What's up, Conundrum? Nice to see you. It's like, Mitch, the reason that people say that you're hiding behind autism is because it seems like it's a big fucking thing that a lot of people use as an excuse whenever they get caught doing something scummy. They just immediately start trying to hide behind whatever the fuck they can try to hide behind, and in a lot of people like you, autism is like the first thing they squeal whenever they get fucking nailed to a wall. Like, it just doesn't work out, and the reason it doesn't work out is because it's just a bunch of stupid shit. And the reason that the people, like, so let me answer the question of Guardian, like, what's wrong with these people is that these people are born with, like, a really fucked up mental state, that they don't believe that there's nothing wrong with them, so that they don't seek help, they don't talk to people about it. Like, people would be a lot more able to get help if they were a lot more willing to seek it. Let's go down the rabbit hole, here we go.
The part where I said, y'all need to get laid.
Sounds awfully hypocritical coming from you, but okay.
Damien thought I was talking about him. I was talking about not just him, but the rest of his group.
Again, who are you to be telling anyone to get laid when you look like the... the kind of person that even a desperate prostitute would reject. I mean, really, dude, all you're doing at that point is just telling people to do what you yourself never could. What's next? Are you going to tell me to get a job when I already have one? You're going to tell me to get a car when I already have one? You're going to tell me to, like, use my own money to buy things when I already do? I mean, you might as well just tell everyone else to do things they're already doing or have done recently. There's no point. I'm pretty sure that any one of us that associate with Damien has more game in the point of our pinky finger than you do in your entire body. Exactly, like, he seems to ignore that part, Dan, or he just doesn't... It's either he doesn't know, or he just legitimately doesn't know anything. I'd more call him Mitch the bitch, King Herman. Can one of the mods kick that purple Aki inbred? Oh, what's up, Damo? Nice to see you. I was trying to ignore him, but either way, see, here's the deal. If I were so much of a shit cunt, I would have all these friends supporting me. Exactly. Exactly. If Damien was really such a horrible fucking person, people wouldn't be supporting him. That's kind of the thing. Like, you wouldn't have friends if you treated everyone so shittily. That's the thing. It's kind of like the dude minding his own business isn't doing shit, and then the dude punching people in the face is wondering why no one likes him.
Anthony Hunter is just as bad, if not worse, when it comes to Damien.
Yes, because anyone that's friends with someone that doesn't like you is automatically the fault of them and not you for being a dumb fuck starting shit with someone that has friends that actually give a shit.
Anthony Hunter's a bully.
Ree!
Like I said, not...
Translation, everything I don't like is a bully. I need to cry and scream and shit myself because I have the mental capacity of a fucking 5-year-old. And everything I do needs to constantly involve me screaming and crying and shitting myself because I have nothing else going on in my hollow little existence.
Everything Damien says is true.
Yes, sorry, Damo, I just saw the Facebook message.
Him and his friends are hypocrites.
How? I would like you to justify that with something besides just saying that we are. Seriously. Actually address this with something that has some real meat on the bone.
Yes, I was in the wrong. Most of the time.
All of the time. Because you're the one that started it. You're the one that kept trying to issue veiled threats and trying to scare people, and when that didn't work, you just started spurging the fuck out, desperately trying to make them more and more upset with you. Well, I shouldn't even use the word upset, I should use the word annoyed. Because it was basically just people being irritated with your dumb fuck behavior.
But Damien and his friends are hypocrites.
Again, are you just gonna make more declarative statements? It's Mod Damien, he's on the loose.
And this is going to be the last video about Damien Skyfire. I was mad. The only reason why I'm making this
would it kill you to actually organize your fucking sentences? Seriously, you talk like someone just smashed your fucking head in with a hammer.
Video is to clear things up.
There's nothing to clear up. You straight up started a bunch of shit and then you went out of your way to scream and cry and shit all over yourself. Hypocrite anyone who tells him to go fuck exactly. Last video, except for the next few, and ones that after that, and the ones after that, and the ones after that. That's how it fucking feels too.
I love y'all.
The feeling is, of course, it's not. You ever realize that the weird fucking, like the people that say like weird, creepy shit, they always end up being on YouTube Kids or something? Like, it's weird how he doesn't actually enable comments. Like, he knows that if he did, he'd get fucking nuked. There'd be like 5 or 10 people just jumping in there, smacking the shit out of him. Let's see here. He fucking set up his layout. It looks fucking stupid. And the reason I say that is because instead of the ones that are the most relevant, it's just responded with this.
So, Zach the Celtics guy.
You stop talking like you're somehow superior to anyone at all that you're talking about when the only people that subscribe to you subscribe out of just ass hurt towards people you don't like.
Had a rage boner over me.
Criticizing you for acting like a shit cunt for attacking one of his friends is not the same thing as having a rage boner. Like, having a hate boner for someone only works if it's just completely unreasonable or unjustified annoyance or anger towards you. All the anger or frustration or criticism levied towards you is directly a result of you acting like a shit cunt.
I think this, I mean, I know he's gay, but look at me. I'm adorable.
Maybe if you're looking at a pedophile Cabbage Patch doll. By the way, if we ever get a chance, just meme the ever-loving shit out of that. Look, I'm used to running through people's minds all day. Usually ladies, and it's usually a totally different reason. Exactly. Usually Damien is like lucky in a different sense when it comes to this. Dude, you look like a pedophilic Cabbage Patch doll. For the people that have never seen those commercials, be glad you haven't, because it's fucking horrific. But to the people that don't know, Cabbage Patch dolls were essentially like full cloth baby dolls with rubber heads and like cloth hair. There used to be one that people could feed, but people kept getting their fingers and hair stuck in it, and people almost kept getting scalped by them, so they took them off the shelves.
I mean, this guy can pretend to hate me all he wants.
It's not hate, it's just dislike for you being shitty. The fact that you need to automatically approach it as hate kind of shows the mindset that you're in. That of a fucking 6-year-old.
But deep down, you find me attractive.
He's in a relationship with someone else. Yeah, guys, remember, just because he's gay, he must automatically drop whatever his standards are to find what looks like a pedophilic janitor attractive.
Look at me. Come on, man. Just admit it. You're a homosexual, okay? I know I'm hot. You're
about as hot as an ice cube that's been left in the freezer for 57 years, forming permafrost.
Just hating on me because I'm hot.
You're not hot at all. The only people that will find you attractive are cannibals when they're looking for their next meal. That's exactly what it is. Like, they're gonna look and it's like there's a lot of chops and steaks. That's exactly how it's gonna go. The only people that would find you appealing are cannibals. Maybe Jeffrey Dahmer would find a use for you if he was still alive, which glad he's not, because he was fucking crazy. Good dog.
When I make videos about Damien, Zach the Celtics guy, or anybody of Damien's friends.
You mean any one of? You got a face for radio. Hashtag Dusty Image for life.
It's not just for me, okay?
Right.
It's for the people who've been victimized,
Yes, victimized, because I'm sure that Damien and myself and other people have, like, jumped through people's fucking windows like it's Rainbow fucking Six and smashed down their fucking door and started torturing people. Yes, because I'm sure that's how that happened. I am totally sure the world works like this. I'm a monster than man. But enough about me with my... Damn it, Damien. How am I supposed to keep a straight face with a joke like that? Let us just say this: all of the men that Damien's friends with, we've all inherited his trait of black from the waist down.
vilified and character assassinated. People like Dustin Nunn or...
Dustin wasn't victimized or vilified or character assassinated. Everything Dustin has been criticized for is shit that he's actually said or done. No one needs to lie about Dusty. And here's the thing. If these people have really been assassinated character-wise, then why don't they actually bring forth something to disprove what people say? It's not like they're fucking under threat. Like, no one's outside their house with a fucking 12 gauge ready to blow their fucking head off if they say something that's against what Damien or anyone else has said about them. These people have had every ability to defend themselves, but they just can't because they know that they're bad lying. They're just horrible at lying. And even if they were to try to lie, everything they say would be disproven with evidence other people have procured beforehand.
Monotypical.
Again, like, Mind Out of Sync has told you to shut the fuck up and leave them out of this. This was like around the time you first brought them up during that first shitty video. They told you to shut the fuck up and leave them out of it.
Or you know,
go on, try to dig for one.
Sophie LaBelle or any...
Sophie LaBelle was criticized and basically ridiculed for having an inappropriate sexual relationship with a minor when she's a fucking adult. That's all there was to that. That's straightforward what it was about. She was criticized for preying on a kid. Like, what the fuck is the point of trying to make this person seem like a victim when they openly victimize someone else?
Anybody.
Really?
This is my way of avenging y'all.
Yeah, look out. Tardman's gonna get his fucking costume on. Look out, he's gonna get like a fucking man costume today. He thinks he's gonna like smash through windows and tackle people through tables. He's gonna put Captain Spurg's costume on and start fighting for the world. Did Mitch finally go outside and decide to touch grass? Yeah, avenging y'all like he's fucking Batman. Apparently he thinks he's Batman. It's a trailer park Avenger. It's the Pedo Avenger. The Pedo Avenger. That sounds like the title to a really bad B movie.
And the thing is, it's just, we need to stand up to Damien and say, we're not going to take it.
We need to keep pretending that every shitty thing we do is not our fault. Otherwise, we'll do the right thing and fucking hang ourselves. Am I in the right direction yet?
Okay. So, for my people...
Yeah, let me just have like an almost like 3 or 4 long staring into the wind silence.
People who are my friends...
They're not even your friends. They basically just use you like an internet fleshlight. Captain Dipshit. It's Shithead Man! Like, seriously, what are you gonna do, dipshit? Are you gonna stand on a roof and screech like a fucking lunatic until the cops show up and tell you to shut the fuck up? Let's see here. He still thinks if he thinks I'm annihilating his insides, going after a double with 3K subs, it ain't going to help. After a dude, yeah, it's like, that's the thing, like, he tries to start shit with Atticus when Atticus doesn't even know who the fuck he is, or has only heard about him in passing. So it kind of defeats the purpose. Like, yeah, I'll jump myself into this, even if it means I'm gonna, like, fucking nuke myself. Yeah, Dustin is massively homophobic. He's just a crazy religious fundamentalist who basically says that gay people should not be gay and that he should just turn them straight by sprinkling magic water on them.
The people who subscribe to me.
Again, they only subscribe to you because you dislike Damien. Because he told you to stop fucking with them about a situation that was none of your fucking concern. Because you got your YouTuber defending fucking hat on.
I love you.
I don't even think you know what love is, because it's a lot more of a complex emotion than just sucking the dick of everyone that walks into your comments simping for you just because you don't like Damo.
And just remember, you are not alone.
This must be the retarded pedophile homophobic Spurg suicide hotline PSA.
Okay?
Yeah. Like, that boosts my confidence so much in your ability to handle shit. In the sense that it doesn't. Like, your videos make me want to bury my fucking head in the ground. Better late than never. Okay, let's watch this cringe-inducing bullshit.
You know, I've always said,
oh god, his chins are eating his fucking neck.
better late than never.
It's kind of bad when you can be mistaken.
You are listening to the Ahn ShinAe Show. This is the end of part 1.
Hi guys, welcome back or welcome if you're new. My name is Matilda, obviously, and hi, I hope you're having a super duper great day. I am, thank you. Thank you. Today I'm just going to answer a bunch of questions regarding my bottom surgery. I made this video, I can put it here on the screen, this video right here, and I asked you to ask me questions regarding my bottom surgery, and you did. So this is basically me answering those questions, and I'm just going to get into it right away. And I have them all on my phone, because where else would I have them? Like in my head? I don't think so. I'm going to get right into it. At what age are you able to go through your SRS? SRS is the bottom surgery. It can also be gender reassignment surgery or gender affirmation surgery. Anyways, it has many names. But yeah, at what age are you able to go through your SRS? You need to be 18. I believe that you need to be 18 and like all over the world. Here in Sweden, you need to be at the age of 18 before you can have your bottom surgery. I don't know if it's like that all over the world, but here in Sweden, you need to be 18 before you can go through your bottom surgery. Anyways, I also got this question after my last video, and it is, how are you able to pee afterwards with the gauze still inside of you, and how does it feel like? Okay, so the vajayjay is made out of two holes, one where the pee come from and one where the vagina is. So basically the outside part is called the vulva and the inside part is called the vagina. That is a pretty brief explanation. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but yeah. So even if I had gauze and like bandages inside of my vagina, I still could pee because, you know, it's made out of two holes. I'm pretty sure that everyone who has a vajayjay knows how it looks like. But yeah, I got this question, how are you able to pee afterwards with the gauze still inside you? Basically, you have two holes, so that's why. And also, how did it feel like peeing for the first time? I talked about this pretty briefly in my last video, but peeing for the first time after my bottom surgery was pretty weird. It was a weird sensation. Like when I released, the pee came a lot quicker. It's really hard to describe it, but it took a few months before like I was comfortable or like used to that feeling, and now it feels like, you know, however, it feels normal. But right afterwards, or like the first few months, it felt pretty weird peeing. And also peeing for the first time, it was like a burning sensation. It was a little painful, not too bad, but yeah, it was painful the first few times, but that went away pretty quickly. So yeah. Next question is, how long does it take to be able to live a normal life after surgery, take care of kids, work, etc.? Okay, so as I talked about in my last video, it takes around 3 months, or here in Sweden we get 3 months off work, like paid and everything like that, just to heal and all of that, because you need to dilate 3 times a day in the beginning, which is a lot, so you're not really able to do anything else. I would say that I was up and about after like 1 month after the surgery. I was able to, you know, walk around and live basically. However, I needed to be pretty much home because I had to dilate and all of that. And also, you're not supposed to work, you know, do workouts or anything like that for the first 2 to 3 months. And also, you can't use it, if you know what I mean, with another person for the first 3 months. I'm trying to talk about this without being blocked by YouTube. So yeah, that is basically why I'm describing it that way, but I believe that you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can't do that for the first 3 months. You know, if you have kids or anything like that, I really believe that you should have someone to help you for the first few weeks. But then after that, I should say that you can have the surgery and still take care of the children. But remember, you need to dilate and all of that. And also for the first month, you're pretty much bedridden. Like you can't do a lot of stuff. So yeah, you would be able to take care of children, but yeah, you would pretty much need help for the first month, I should say. And also work. You are able to work. You can dilate before work and then dilate after work and then dilate again like in the evening or like before you go to bed. However, I would really recommend for you to at least stay at home for like 1 month so you can just really take care of yourself and heal and all of that. So yeah, I should say the first month is really important. But here in Sweden, we got 3 months off work because you need to heal. So yeah, next question is, have I lost sensation after having the surgery? I don't know. Like before my SRS, before my bottom surgery, I was not sexually active in any way, shape or form. I had crazy gender dysphoria. I didn't do anything like that. I don't even want to think of it. I'm just so disgusted by the thought of that. So I have no idea if I've lost sensation, but you know, I can feel sensation and I can enjoy activities, if you know what I mean, and I can achieve the big O. Climax, basically. So yeah, let's move on. Phantom pains. Do you feel phantom pains? No, I don't. I received this question so many times. No, I don't feel phantom pains. I've never heard about that when it comes to this surgery. I mean, phantom pains is pretty normal if you like amputate a leg or anything like that, but no, I have never heard about anyone who had bottom surgery getting phantom pains. Maybe some people do, however, I haven't really heard of it. Discharge. Do you get discharges? Yes, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but yes, I do. How it looks like? It looks normal. Everyone is different. This question, yeah, it looks normal. I don't know what to say. Everyone looks unique, different. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that question. Yeah, it looks like everyone else. Cost. Here in Sweden, everything is free. You need to look up the surgery where you are in your country, because here in Sweden it's free, so I didn't pay a penny. But yeah, happy with the results. I'm very happy with the results. I mean, I believe that we're all pretty self-critical, but yes, I'm happy with the results. I have never heard any complaints. Feeling, I can feel. I've already talked about this. This is pretty much like the same question I got before with the sensation. Yes, I can feel pretty fine. Everything is fine in that department. But yeah, I think that was all of the questions. And if you have any more, please comment them down below and maybe I can do another video like this. And all questions are allowed. They're not too stupid or too dumb. And also, I know that I went over these questions pretty briefly, pretty quickly. I didn't really have anything else to add, really. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!
You are still listening to the Ahn ShinAe Show. This is the beginning of part 2.
for a fucking pay. Seriously, all we gotta do is pay him up.
Because for almost 2 months, I've been getting my life together, going out.
If you've been getting your life together, you wouldn't be fucking here talking about it. You would just do it and not say shit.
Out more. I usually go on the treadmill.
I believe that about as much as I believe that there are flying monkeys on Mars that are 3D printing celebrities to take over our Earth celebrities, to start an invasion of the shape-shifting reptilian overlords.
But here lately, I've been getting out more.
I totally believe you. That's why you have that fucking absent-minded look on your face, like you're just making this up as you go. I mean, I improvise too, but at least you should try to be good at it before you try.
And, sure, I've had my ups and downs.
Mostly downs of the syndrome sort.
But, I've been, getting out more. I've been going to parks. I've been to City Hall. I've been walking.
Can I just request that you stay the fuck away from parks? Please? Seriously, stay the fuck away from parks. Stay away from parks. Considering the people you're associating with, stay the fuck away from anywhere children frequent. Seriously, I am not fucking shitting you. Stay the fuck away from where there are children playing or residing. Stay the fuck away from schools and parks or anywhere children might frequent. I mean, really, considering the people he's associating with, this is actually kind of concerning because you should not be around parks or schools or anywhere kids would be. Fuck. Like, this is kind of concerning. Maybe we should find law enforcement.
Like,
Go on.
up the street.
And down the street, and then having a fucking coronary when he walks 100 feet. The fact that you almost sound like you're out of breath just walking 15 feet back and forth across the front of your house makes me think that you should probably be placed in intensive care. Maybe we should send him to adult fat camp, I don't know.
All the way up.
And then all the way down.
And, I've been walking more than I used to.
I don't believe you just because of the fact that you can't seem to look right at the camera and say it. More importantly, what the hell's the point of saying this? What is this supposed to establish for anyone?
And like I said, better late than never.
If only your mother's period was the same thing on the night of your would-be conception.
I've always say.
We just would have had maybe a little bit of mess on the bed sheets instead of having an annoying little sack of need 9 months later. What seriously. Alright, let's watch this cringe.
Mitch's little beanbag. This is a message to you. You can pretend to be me, okay? Don't ever talk to my friends like that.
Oh no, this person is not allowed to, like, you should not be allowing people to impersonate you anyway, because that kind of shit usually only leads to negative shit.
Especially Kramer 99.
Yeah, like, it's odd that you put special emphasis on not criticizing the admitted pedophile. Like, Mitchell. Dude. I'm gonna ask you a real question here, and I want a real answer. I want a real fucking answer. Could someone please tell me why the fuck it is that you put special emphasis on protecting a well-known pedophile? I want to know. Like, why do you put special emphasis on defending the reputation and feelings of someone who admits that they would rape children. Why? That's some pretty serious shit to do. That's not funny. That's really concerning shit, because that makes me fucking wonder if there's something that you're not telling the rest of the class. Like, if you're a you know what, if you happen to be a pedo of the foul kind, you might just want to stand up and admit it now. Because at least then people will know, so that we can inform schools and other places children might frequent to keep the fuck away from them. Yeah, this is fucking bad, Bunny Gathering. This is really worrying. Oh, Mitch is the Choma. Okay, oh, Mitch is the Choma. Oh god, no. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm definitely gonna say it seems quite possible, but at the same time I don't want to just say that, because people get really uppity if you just say that kind of shit now. He shut up my video bashing Hunter for supporting Chomos. Let's see. Yo, Mitch, serious talk. If you're watching this and jerking off, join my Discord server and ask for me. I will gladly give you videos the Cranium put up admitting that he is a pedophile. He shut up video man. He told me it was Cranium and Ronnie. Yeah, like, honestly, even though I usually don't like the whole guilt by association thing, I can't help but say that in this case that makes a lot of sense. What are you gonna do, brainless? Are you gonna cry for another 5 years? Here's the thing. I'd keep your name out of my mouth if you learn to stop doing shit that would actively give people a reason to say shit about you.
That boy has saved me.
That boy has saved me. He's turned me into his personal dick holster. Because I look like a giant baby. I think that's the only reason that Brain hangs out with him, is he looks like a giant toddler. Basically gives him yank material whenever he decides that he has like a slow day.
From Damien Skyfire.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, he just flew in like fucking Superman. Da-da-da, retard man, away! Dude, he didn't save you from anything. All he did was sit there and talk a bunch of shit to people that you don't like when you're the one that started it. He didn't save you from anything. His only concern, dipshit, from start to finish, is using you as a fucking shield whenever he decides it's too bad for him to get heat and ridicule for the fucked up things he does. Well, he does have a southern accent, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was a southerner or some kind. Hee-haw! He's gonna go fuck himself a pig, then he's gonna get an alligator to cornhole. Provided the alligator doesn't tear him to fucking pieces. He might get turned on by being... Oh god. I'm not gonna say it's unlikely, but I'm not sure.
Don't ever
Don't ever.
That again.
Or what? You gonna get out your fucking belt and give this person a fucking spanking? Fuck off. Like, I'm gonna discipline you by talking to you sternly on the internet. That's miraculously gonna change anything that you don't like about what I'm doing.
Turns out Mitch's little beanbag wasn't a fan after all.
No shit. It's almost like people make... It's almost like that people make parody accounts to make fun of dumb fucks like you, because it's really funny to point at you and say, look at this dumb son of a bitch. Oogie Boogie is so threatening. No fucking shit, says Damien to fucking... I believe it's Mitchell in terms of it not being a fan. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Like, when you told me earlier, Damo, in the group, it's like, oh yeah, like, the beanbag must be Chris then.
He called me Chins.
Well, it's pretty much the most obvious feature about your fucking head is the number of chins that are slowly devouring your lower jaw.
Pretty much cussed me out.
Right.
And, turns out it's probably either Damien's friend, Gage's friend, Zach's friend, or whoever.
The fact that you can name the number of people that are all friends with each other that don't like you because you acted shitty to one of them kind of emphasizes the point here. I mean, how is someone this fucking incapable of self-awareness? I don't fucking understand how this is possible. Oh, what's up, Dawn? I don't understand how a person lacks this level of intelligence. We have friends. He doesn't. And that's the difference. Just going off work. Oh, this will be exciting then. This will be a fun little show for a bit. I don't like this too much later because I gotta... remember to take a shower or ready to go to sleep.
Don't worry, I blocked him.
Yeah, I pulled like the typical Steve Shives pussy move and just blocked anyone and all that criticized me for hanging out with a bunch of people who are just legitimately die-hard fuckhead degenerates. Seriously, I'm starting to really suspect that he might just be a closet pedophile himself. And I don't just want to say that just outright, because I could be wrong. And I'm willing to admit that I could quite possibly be wrong. But you can't help but you can't help but question my judgment if I were to say that this wasn't suspicious. It really fucking is. This is really suspicious. It's about as suspicious as walking into Nicole Brown Simpson's house, seeing OJ walk out with a bloody handprint on his torso. It's that suspicious. You might as well just like walked onto the scene of the crime while it was occurring at this point. Dude, you block anyone that disagrees with you because you're a colossal pussy. Every time someone even remotely disagrees with you, your first thought goes to immediately slamming down the block button. Message to y'all, okay, 7 hours ago, this'll be fun. Like a brain aneurysm.
Alright, here's the deal.
Is there really a deal?
I'm gonna say whatever I want.
You can say what you want, but the least you should do is actually make sure it's fucking true before you say it. That's the difference. See, that's the difference between freedom of speech and slander. Freedom of speech means that you at least have some reason to believe, or a lot of reason to believe, that what you're saying is true. Slander is basically what you do, where you go out of your way to say a bunch of shit with no real way to be certain, and pretending that your own personal opinion dictates that it's true.
If I want to use autism as an excuse for my problems, I have a right to do so.
What you have a right to do is get your fucking head caved in. Like, if you really want to do that, I'd recommend giving that to Cass. He has a lot more resources than I do. Dude, using that as an excuse, it's not a matter of, that's not a freedom of speech thing. That's called being a lying little scumfuck thing. Here's the thing. Saying, I don't agree with you and here's why. Like, that's the difference. There's a difference between saying, I want to say something get something off my chest. Fuck you, Mitch, says Alien Hunter. But seriously, yeah, fuck you. like, it's not really freedom of speech when you just use excuses to do shitty things. That's not freedom of speech. That's called being a cunt. Because you're trying to dodge accountability. Instead of just saying, yeah, you know what? I have the right to say what I want, but that does not mean that me being disabled does not count as a get out of jail free card. That's the difference. I don't get why Brainless told me to keep his name out of my mouth when I did not mention him at all, except just using him as like one of the few people that this dumb fuck associates with that's just legitimately negative for anyone's fucking opinion. I'm gonna do a video at some point about accountability. And how lying doesn't change facts. Mitch mentioned him. Exactly, that's the weird thing. Like, no one mentions you-know-who. I should say, no one mentions the dumb fuck. Until Mitch brings him up. Like, honestly, I would recommend just ripping him a new asshole. Let me just say this. As someone that's also on the spectrum, me being mentally slow in some aspects of my development does not mean I'm not accountable for anything I do. It means that I just simply might not process the accountability the way someone else might process it in terms of how quickly they understand that it was their fault. But that does not mean I or anyone else like me, including yourself, you beluga fucking whale, is automatically exempt from accountability or is somehow completely absolved of any guilt. It's a lazy fucking excuse people with no fucking brain cells use because they're desperate to try to cover their ass. And I know for a fact he's not going to come in here. He's not going to, because he's scared shitless of me. If he comes in here, he'll immediately go to crying and running on his back. And I'd go ahead. It sounds like a relaxing thing to do. I'd recommend it. Just like do some gardening, just relax, have a good time. Do something that's mellow.
And that may end up losing subscribers.
Well, of course it will, because you essentially just admit to exploiting the presence of a disability to try to say that you're not doing anything wrong. Nobody with self-respect will respect that. Because when you openly fucking admit to exploiting the fact that you're disabled to get away with shit, that's the kind of shit that a sociopath does. No joke. That's the kind of shit that someone that would commit a crime against another person pulls when they know for a fact they can try to use that as a way to cover their ass. Exactly, we don't claim you. Subs are blatantly bots. Yeah, if they're not bots, then they're basically just people who have only subscribed to them just out of ass hurt towards you. Or I, or Anthony, or Dan, or really anyone. That's basically all it is. It's just one small circle trick that's formed mainly because people didn't like you or I saying anything.
Maybe gain, I don't care.
How would you gain support by openly admitting that you're that big of a cunt? That's like saying, well, yeah, I did something fucking horrible and I'm willing to do more horrible shit and pretend I don't understand what I'm doing. That should somehow earn me brownie points. According to who? A retard? Like, how... Yeah, 40, so that means that someone botted a lot. Given the fact that Ronnie has like a couple dozen accounts that he doesn't fucking use for anything, I'm more than willing to say that he probably did bot the ever-loving fuck out of his subscribers. Considering the fact that one thing he said about me had like over 100 likes, considering the fact that only like 20 people actually subbed, I'm willing to say that Ronnie probably went in with a bunch of his alts and just like boosted the ever-loving fuck out of it, which doesn't really do shit for the algorithm. Keeps losing subs like 5 to 10 a day. They're getting detected as burner accounts and removed. That's what it seems like to me too. It seems like the algorithm's seeing it and saying, yeah, fuck you, we're taking these away because these are not legit. And we're getting tired of your shit.
But here's the thing. For 2 months...
Oh, there's a thing now. Okay, let's hear your excuse. Let's hear your excuse on the excuse.
Been getting out more.
that doesn't mean shit. For anyone that's watching right now, for anyone that's on the meme team and Cass's server, anyone that has, like, grab a screen grab of this fucking face and just meme the ever-loving shit out of it. Because this right here would be this is a great frame to meme. Just right here. Every fucking paused frame of this fucking video is a fucking thumbnail.
I'm surprised my mom even allowed me to go out.
Why? Because there were children around, am I willing to guess? I mean, if anything, just spam them to me in like a DM, and I can just like distribute them to Cass's server and everywhere else. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Let me guess. Brainley went snitching, and now he's bitching. Intentional rhyme. He snitched to Mitch, and then he'll bitch.
Given the fact that she's controlled my SSI, and no,
I think she should probably control your assets, because realistically you sound too fucking stupid to manage your own money responsibly.
I'm not freeloading. No.
No one said you were freeloading, at least not to my knowledge, but people have you a dumbass because you behave like one.
I'm not mooching off my mother.
People have only said that about Dustin.
My mother is, however, my mom is getting her spousal support from Dad, and she's been.
So of course, that explains it. He's the son of a single mom going through divorce. She's currently getting alimony, and that's probably why he's getting food bank groceries. It's probably because he's currently unemployed,
living off government checks. But
could someone just napalm this fucking house? Seriously, could someone just napalm strike this fucking meth-ridden trailer home that he probably fucking lives in? Because if they're living off the government, that means people like me, Zach, Anthony, that means all of our fucking tax money is going to feed people like this. This is why I think they should actually evaluate to determine whether or not these people are actually deserving of it.
I said, and if you don't like me, if you don't like what I say, then leave. Peace.
You're pointing at the fucking horizon. Dude, you're pointing at the horizon. Leave what? Dude, people are on your channel because they're trying to start shit. They just think you're a dumb fuck. Oh boy, this might be fun. I'm like cringe.
Here we go again with Ace. Yes, you did. There are receipts of you admitting to it.
It's weird that he mentions that there are people about receipts, but the weird part is, like, those receipts could have easily been someone pretending to be this dude, since there are people who do make an entire being on this platform of masquerading as other people. Like, are you actually going to go to the account to confirm this, or are you just going to keep saying this?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Again, Mitchell, I have a question. You're attacking someone else for supposedly saying something, but you're fine with being associated with someone who openly is one of these types of people because you're mad about what someone else said about you. So make up your mind, Mitchell. Are you fine with being friends with one of these types of fucked up people? Or are you vehemently against them? Because it doesn't seem like you're particularly choosy when it's convenient for you, but as soon as it looks like it might be bad for you to let things go, you go out of your way to try to argue it, even if there's no way to really confirm if this is accurate.
It's not a false police report. It's not even a police report.
Who are you to say that someone else is disturbing when you get into like physically beating up your mother at some point? Apparently he reckons that burner account was me and says, for someone only made 3 videos on me, I sure live rent-free in his head. That's the thing, he thinks everyone that says something about him is like a fucking alternate account because he legitimately is that fucking paranoid.
No, my friends are telling the truth.
They're not even your friends, they're just people who suck your dick because they know it's the only way to keep you from turning against them. Let's face it, you guys aren't friends out of legitimate respect for one another. You're friends with these people because it's easier for you to do that than it is to just simply say, yeah, maybe I'm a fucking idiot and maybe I'm a dumbass for starting fights I can't finish. Let's be honest here, dude. The people that you're friends with are usually the people that you would rather be enemies with. With friends like those, who the fuck needs enemies? Because let me just count on my hand who the kind of people you hang out with. You hang out with a crazy homophobic religious fundamentalist, Dusty Buns, and hang out with a psychotic little retard who associates with pedophiles on the regular, who's also a crazy-ass white supremacist, Ronnie the Dipshit Dane. You associate with a psychotic fucking pedophile who admits to thinking it's okay to submit threats of doxing and murder threats to people in emails, Brainless99. And by proxy, you also associate with Andrew, aka Jackson, who is a pedophile who's to admit that he would gladly rape a child just to hurt the child. So again, not exactly a trustworthy bunch.
No, they're not.
Hang on, I'm actually getting bored with this shit.
Ace, buddy, why'd you molest your dog last night?
That sounds like the kind of shit you'd say when you're trying desperately to dig for ammo, but you got none. I don't know, Dusty, why you like the standard equivalent of a fucking child molester?
Turns out
there is one that I wanted to tackle just because of how fucking shitty it was. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just like a lot of these are just so fucking boring because a lot of these are just garbage. Do 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 do. We're gonna have to reach back in the filing counter for some of this shit, guys.
here's my unpopular opinion.
Is it even going to be an opinion to be saying stupid shit and hoping it sticks?
I believe that porn should be our sex education for our schools.
You're a dumb fuck in every sense of the goddamn word. I cannot count on a single fucking video I've ever seen online where people have actually sat people, like, other people down and talked about things like contraceptives and protection and rape prevention and all this shit. Wonder how long it's not going to bang him. Like, here's the thing, that would not work in any way, shape, or form, because that's more or less establishing that you want something that's incredibly unlikely and not going to work. That won't work. And the reason it won't work is because stuff like that is not nearly as informative as your parents sitting you down and talking to you about the risks, as well as learning about the risks and symptoms at school when they run you through the whole course. The fast pace of shit in the world. Today, I feel like the fattest pace of shit in the world. Just screaming into a fucking canyon. Thing is, it's like, dude, this would not work in any real society that actually functions properly, because these give people incredibly unrealistic ideas about sex and about relationships. And quite frankly, no one in the fucking world would ever take this kind of bullshit seriously. All I have to say is this is not a fucking opinion, this is not a hot take, this is a fucking shit take. This is the kind of shit you'd do if you were taking a massive fucking dump on your own shoes and decided to start walking in it. This is a shit take, and honestly, I think you're a babbling fucking spastic. Well, everyone, I'm gonna call it quits for now. Everyone have a good night, and I'm gonna get out of here.
Thank you for listening to the Ahn ShinAe Show. We hope you enjoyed spending time with us, and we hope you will continue to be a member of our family. Live long and prosper. Till next time.
Knowing where we stand, but you and I will carry on. We never get it right, left in the dark, but there's a light. Carry on. Oh, 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 you're the one. Oh, 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 my only one. Oh, 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 you're the one. Oh, 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 you're the one. Oh, 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 my only one. Oh, 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 you're the one. Oh, oh. Feelings I won't hide, will forever change.